Hello everybody. So glad that you joined us today. I am here in Dallas, Texas, and we're going to be doing a meeting at the International Coalition of Apostolic Leaders USA, and I'm with my spiritual father, Apostle John Kelly. Doesn't he look handsome today? He's looking sharp, Dad.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about the three essential things that we think that are important for leadership. And we're particularly talking about the concept that it's important for you if you want to grow, meaning if you want the size and if you want the speed of your organization to increase, that it's controlled by your structures and your systems. Okay? So I want you to get that. Your size and your speed are controlled by your structures and your systems, those two things. And so we've been talking about the dynamic of, okay, in order to be able to grow and to build and go to that next level that you want to go to, that means that the bigger thing, the faster thing, cannot fit on the same railroad tracks that you have right now. So the tracks that you have right now can fit a slow locomotive, a small locomotive, but it can't maintain, it can't handle more power, more weight, and more speed. So what do you got to do? You got to rip those old tracks down, and you got to lay some brand new tracks, which is all systems and structures. So everybody wants more speed in leadership, right, Dad?
Right.
We want things to speed up for us.
Right, without change.
Yeah, without change. And we also want things to get bigger. But we don't want to rip up the old and start the new.
Correct.
And you made some pretty cool points on three things that you think that are necessary for a leader to be able to rip up those old tracks.
Right.
What were those three things that you mentioned?
Number one, you have to have a passion for what you're doing. You have to have a passion for it because there's going to be bad days and good days. And the passion is what enables you to drive through that. The second thing that
Driving through the change.
driving through the change.
Yeah. Because it's going to take change takes a lot of energy.
Well, change requires
Right.
risk, and that's the second thing.
Uh-huh.
You got to be willing to take risk
Okay.
in order to establish, especially when you're talking about new systems and new structures. Every one of those is a risk. And so you have to be willing to do that because it's easy to remain in the status quo.
Right.
But in order to go to the new thing requires a risk. And then the third thing is that you must never ever stop learning, because learning is necessary for you to keep changing and keep adapting. And so it's very important that you understand right now there are things in your life, things in you that need to change in order for you to go to the next level.
Because what you know at this point, this stage of your life, is all you know.
That's what got you to here.
So there's something you don't know.
That's going to get you to where you have to go.
Right. Yeah, I like that, Dad. Those are three awesome points. Now, I've watched you. I was there, we were, really tight right at the beginning of, I kind of came in your life right at that crossroad where you transitioned out of, you were running Wealth Builders, and then your spiritual father, Peter Wagner, turned over, what at the time was ICA, International Coalition of Apostles. He turned that over to you. And I saw you transition, and you took a lot of risk.
A lot of risk.
I mean, you made a lot of changes right off at the beginning.
Deliberately did one or two things that I knew would lose 50% of the membership. And the 50% that left, they went to places that were very good for them. But at the same time, without those changes, without taking that risk, could not get to ICAL where it is today. And so today, it's a very international ministry, and it's a ministry that's over 3,000 members, and it's in I don't know how many nations. The last count was like 77 nations, something like that. And it keeps on growing, keeps on expanding. But there had to be a change of systems and a change of structure. And so one of the things I began with was, changing even the name.
Right.
Even the name change and some other things. I made a statement that the International Coalition of Apostles would be apostolically led, prophetically influenced. That was a change to some people, not to all. And the other change, of course, was changing the name to apostolic leaders, because there are people that don't have the title apostle, don't need the title, but they have the gift and they have the fruit. And then also making other changes along the way, having to do with coalitions in other nations, and them basically being self-governed, self-reproducing, and self-determination as to what their goals are, what it is they're trying to achieve to advance the kingdom of God, to disciple that particular nation that they're in, to bring, for the church to become a spiritual, but also political and economic influence in that nation. And how can that happen? And being able to come up once again with numerous structures and numerous strategies and numerous systems in order for that to transpire.
Wow, that's awesome. I think that's awesome. I want to just ask you though, because I know you took a great risk, and I know that the risk that you took paid off. And as a leader, what were you going through mentally sometimes? During that transition time, give us an insight of some things with the whole risk dynamic, of the quality that you think that you had to really hold on to during that messy time, because change is inspirational at the beginning, it's messy in the middle, and then it's glorious at the end.
Yeah, and it can also be perspirational as well as
Perspirational.
a lot of sweating,
Yeah.
sweat it out,
Yeah.
But I think that basically it comes down to, if you're going to produce something that's going to have sustainability to it, you're going to have to look at several different factors, and you're going to have to make big change. And one of them is, do you desire quality over quantity, or do you desire quantity over quality?
Wow.
And so basically it was quality over quantity, but what happened is quality attracts quality.
Quality attracts quantity.
And quantity, but
Right.
but a certain type of quantity,
Right. Yeah.
So I wasn't looking for those that are apostles in their own mind. I
Right.
was looking for we wanted those that really had the fruit, that really had that had established something. Our conference is coming in the latter part of October, the 29th, 30th, 31st, and also June 1st. That conference that we're having at the Hilton over in the middle of the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, its purpose is on master building, because apostolic leaders must be apostolic master builders.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people talk, well, they're to do signs and wonders. Well, wait a minute, all fivefold is supposed to do signs and wonders.
The believer is supposed to do that.
All
right?
believers are supposed to cast out demons lay hands
Yeah.
on the sick.
Right.
So no, the sign is master building. That's one of the signs, and so we're focusing on, everything from building in the marketplace to churches to networks of churches and ministries to people that are have not one but several businesses. Serial entrepreneurs, not just entrepreneurs. All of this, all in one. People in government as well. So they're coming from. Our speakers really are coming from every continent. They're coming from Central and South America, and Central South Africa, and they're coming from Europe. They're coming from Asia. Australia's coming all the way up from down under. South Pacific's going to be. I mean, it's just amazing.
It is.
It is amazing, and it's kind of like, look what the Lord can do.
Right.
But all of it is about glorifying God in the nations, that He may be glorified. And so I'm excited. But all of that, you have to pay a price, and that price has a name that's called sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice, you will never have success. There's always something that has to be sacrificed. Time, money, whatever. That has to be sacrificed in order to have success. It's not like you wake up one morning and take a pill.
Right. Wow. So what's the greatest sacrifice? Just for our last point, what do you think? I think you pretty much hit it on the head. I guess you already answered the question. What's the sacrifice? You said time, money,
and physical,
sweat,
right, and emotional effort.
Yeah.
You have to put everything you have. The greater the dream, the greater the sacrifice.
Yeah. If you're not, no matter what you do in life, the drug addict is obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
He's obsessed with getting drugs.
Right.
And he'll do whatever it takes to get that drug.
Right.
And in the same way, in my mind, if we're going to conquer the 7 mountains, you got to be obsessed with getting to the top of the mountain.
Right.
And if you're not obsessed, you're just going to remain an average person.
But you got to be obsessed in doing it the right way.
Yeah. Do it God's way.
God's way, right?
Yeah, I love that.
There you go.
Love that. All right, man, you got it from Apostle John Kelly, my spiritual father. Amazing guy. We wanted to just come share a few nuggets with you. And I want to remind you, if you're a prophet, apostle, evangelist, pastor, teacher, I want to invite you, if you're connected with me,
Yep.
every end of November, end of October.
Anybody connected with you can come.
Anybody connected with me can come to ICAL, International Coalition of Apostolic Leaders. You can come. I will fill out the application for you. Not just anybody can come.
No.
But if you're connected with me, you can come. And I want you to come. If you're in the fivefold ministry, this is a place to be, to get equipped, to get empowered, to build, to learn how to build. I'm excited about the subject this year.
Oh, yeah.
Building. Being a master builder. Most people don't know how to build. And we're going to equip you this year to be able to build. So you'll want to get down for that. Just direct message me if you're interested in becoming a part and attending that conference. Like he said, major apostles all over the world, huge ministries, apostles, prophets, evangelists, but majority of them are other apostles, apostolic leaders who are coming together to learn how to work together to transform nations. Okay? And this is the kind of guy I hang out with and so I'm want to thank you publicly. Apostle John Kelly's helped me so much in my life. And when he came into my life changed. My finances, my influence, my impact, it all changed with this guy right here. I so wish you had somebody in your life like this. And God will bring somebody to you And thank you so much for joining us. Like it, share it. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching by replay, just hit #replay. Good to have you, Thomas. Love to see you at iCal. You're a great prophet of the Lord. And I see some other of you on. Thank you so much. We're off to Starbucks.
There
We gotta
we
get
go.
going. See you later.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.